father. That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you. Carbajal, you are not. Thank you. Noah's father.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who didn't, I mean, for 20 years.
Like, yeah, but he's been there all along.
My God.
Argument, and
Right.
I had got mad, and I was like, you know what? Well, let me just put it out there that it might be a possibility somebody else's father. As far as
Case 1. Mr. Silver Tongue, but charming escape artist of a father, faces judgment day in court. Miss Jackson, sharp and relentless, is determined to halt his tradition of disappearing, acts especially when it comes to parenting.
I couldn't take care of her. So my family actually told me, go, better yourself. Go to Job Corps, do what you need to do. And I looked for love in all the wrong places. I met him like on maybe a Friday or Saturday night. And when I saw him with the long, curly black hair, he was just so, I was stunned.
2 decades ago, love caught Miss Jackson off guard. At just 16, she fell for a man with skin like rich cocoa, springy curls, and a frame tall enough to tower over doubts.
Bottom line, you all did have a sexual relationship, right?
Yes, we did.
So, Mr. Figures, you acknowledge that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You did. Did you use protection? Were you guys using protection at the time?
Well, no, ma'am.
Not using protection.
We didn't.
No.
All right, and so
I definitely know it wasn't just me.
He wasn't exclusive, and she likely knew, but Mr. Smooth still chose recklessness over responsibility. No protection, no promise, just a plan to vanish when reality kicked in.
Have these, call yourself little nicknames or whatever, right? So at that time, that was me. You see, she remembered. So I had another friend also. His name was
Mustafa.
She got a good memory. So
They say he went by many names, one of which was Mr. Majestican, ironic title for someone who ran from the crown of fatherhood. Miss Jackson, meanwhile, let a little secret slip. Mustafa, his close friend, might be in this picture too.
When I found out, I thought I had a stomach virus or something. So when I went to the infirmary, what I'm saying, they gave me a pregnancy test. I'm stunned. I'm actually in shock. I don't have my family. So I'm really trying to
But she also had
focus
another
on
guy that she was dealing with.
Imagine thinking it's just a bug in your stomach, only to learn you're expecting a child. Miss Jackson whispered the wrong name at the wrong time, and suddenly, the truth got real messy.
with someone, meaning he had my back. Don't meaning we having sex.
Come on, man.
It didn't come to, but the person that he's talking about, he even went to him and told him, she's carrying my baby.
Dealing with someone doesn't always mean the bedroom bud Mr. Silver Tongue had doubts. He went straight to Mustafa and spun a tale that wasn't his to tell. The drama practically writes itself.
I want to give Mr. Figures a chance to respond.
From my perspective of things, you have this friend that's in your life or whatever, and that's good. But at the same time, when you telling everybody that you dealing with this person, here it is a week later, you having sex with me again.
He didn't like being the side piece, yet he kept diving in head first. Still, despite his bruised ego, he played fast and loose with Miss Jackson. No protection, just pride and poor decision.
How has this affected you, young man?
We had hard times, rough times. We've been through thick and thin. And she always told me, don't run from your problems. So I don't run from my problems. I stay with her through thick and thin.
Now enters Daniil the boy, caught in the wreckage of one chaotic night. No weekend catch, no shoulder rides, just a childhood of wondering, where's dad?
Why is it taking the state of Georgia 20 years to even swap his mouth?
Yeah, and that wasn't my fault.
Oh, I'm not blaming him.
You ain't never taken the initiative to do anything.
Like I said, if I didn't know how to get in touch with you, how can I? I may have
so many social media networks here, you can find anybody here.
I'm not a social.
The judge, firm and clear, laid the facts bare. Mr. Smooth said he didn't even remember Miss Jackson's last name. 2 decades gone, and he couldn't even look her up online.
Mr. Figures, you are not the father.
Oh my God.
20 years, huh? For this. I hope you fine.
The test results landed like thunder in the courtroom. Turns out, Mr. Smooth Talker wasn't Daniel's dad after all. So, Mustafa? Someone else entirely? The mystery deepens.
So I'm sorry for you, man. I really hope you do find out who your father is.
It's fine.
I have to ask you, respectfully, do you know who? For 20 years.
Yeah, but he's been there all along.
My God. Does he have any clue that he is Daniil's biological father?
No.
Case 2, Mr. Carbajal claims his life unraveled the moment Miss Lopez brought a child into the picture. But maybe the real issue is diving into unprotected intimacy without considering the consequences. Choices have echoes, Mr. Carbajal.
Told me, hey, come see me, you know, for the weekend or just one night. So I want to go see her. And that day that I want to go see her, we basically had sex that first night.
It was not
Boom.
that
Yes,
first
it
night.
was.
No,
Yes, it
no,
was
it
the first
wasn't.
night. Yes,
No.
it was. Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
Yeah, whatever.
It seems they barely knew each other before making such an intimate decision. And now, after one night of reckless passion, he's stunned by a pregnancy? Perhaps think twice before jumping into bed with someone you're not invested in.
You're the mother of 2 children.
Yes, Your Honor.
But there is a doubt as to the paternity to both of the children. That's what you contend, Mr. Carbajal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's start with your daughter that's 2 years old, Aliana.
Yes.
So you claim Mr. Carbajal was the only person you were with.
Yes, Your Honor.
Fast forward 2 children later, and here we are again. You'd think lesson 1 would have stuck. He's unemployed, but somehow believes Miss Lopez is scheming to drain him dry. Delusion, meat denial.
Even though you doubt it?
Because when she was first born, I was attached to her. I was really attached to her.
Okay, so you were attached to her. So then why doubt? What made you doubt?
She was the picture.
No, there was another man.
There
that
was not another man.
She showed my sister Miriam.
He was a friend
picture
of mine.
a guy, and my sister took picture of her phone.
He was a
because
friend of mine,
that
Your
guy
Honor.
looked exactly like.
No.
So
Aliana.
you were showing pictures in your phone of
showing
a
my
guy
sister.
to your sister.
Strangely, this man once inked his daughter's name on his skin, calling her his pride and joy. Yet now, he flips the script and wants out? That kind of emotional whiplash isn't just confusing, it's cruel.
This guy looks just like my niece. I don't think my brother's the father. What other doubt do you have? Did you witness? Did you hear about her sleeping with other people?
My family was, when they were born, they didn't look nothing like us. My mom and my dad were saying
Your daughter did look
that
like you.
they had nothing related to us.
All
I've
right,
seen
so
pictures out
these
there.
are the doubts as it relates to Aliana. Let me understand the doubts as it relates to Noah.
Apparently, a new man entering Miss Lopez's life has flipped his mood. His sister joins the courtroom chorus claiming the child resembles this new guy more. Family drama or courtroom circus?
And his birth certificate. Why wouldn't she let me? She's saying I'm the father. Why couldn't I sign a birth certificate?
Because you weren't there from the beginning.
I was there.
I was there when they both were born.
No, Sean,
Hold on,
He
let's
was
get some
there.
order.
Not there.
Hold on, Miss Avila, please stand up, stand up. What is it that you'd like to add? They're saying they were at the hospital. You say they weren't?
They were at the hospital after they were born.
There's uncertainty about Mr. Carbajal's presence during the births. One minute he's involved, the next he's denying everything. Miss Zavala, the grandmother, jumps in to set the record straight. Consistency. Sir, it's not that hard.
She was pregnant already, and this guy looks exactly like Noah.
Your Honor, I was already pregnant with
It's a
my
big,
son when my
dark
daughter
man,
was holding.
She said she
And
got pregnant in November when I seen her in December.
I was not pregnant in November,
Yes, you
okay?
were.
I'm
Yes, you
not
were.
She came to
messing with
visit.
nobody.
She came to
So
visit
you
to my
believe
house.
she was already pregnant?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
No.
Were you intimate with anyone else?
No, Your Honor, I was not.
Ironically, Mr. Carbajal distrusts Miss Lopez for being careless during their first encounter, but he was right there with her, equally unguarded. If you fear infidelity, maybe don't start the relationship with impulsivity.
Did a paternity test that he bought from the store. I did not know about it until he gave me the result that came back.
So you took a home, and at
Oh,
home,
off the counter. We bought
DNA
it.
test.
Yes, my mom bought it off the counter. They came with swabbing things, you
Okay,
know?
so it came with all of the utensils,
Yes,
everything
and then
you
paperwork.
needed.
He even turned to a drugstore DNA kit, desperate for answers. Yet Miss Lopez denies ever agreeing to this test, finding out about it only when he dropped the results in her hands. Suspicious timing, wouldn't you say?
Mr. Carbajal, you are not her father. Okay, now we have the answers for Aliana. We still have to get Noah's.
My mom wouldn't have spent so much money on those tests to
We
be
spent a
swabbing
lot of
other
money.
people.
We
on
spent a
their
lot of
kids.
money to do those tests.
You guys should have still told us what you were
No, you think
going to do.
you think you guys were gonna let us do it?
Now the truth begins to surface. Miss Lopez had withheld vital information for 2 years. Judge Lauren is visibly shaken by her blatant contradictions. Could Mr. Carbajal have been right after all?
I'll ask you again. Were you sleeping with anyone else besides Mr. Carbajal at the time?
One, Your Honor.
She's the one in the picture.
It's not the one in the
Obviously.
picture,
I'm sure
okay?
it is.
No, it's not, Christina.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
you stood in this courtroom and lied. You lied.
You ruined my brother's life.
She ruined my life.
You know you lied.
Their arguments rage on, while a real paternity result sits in plain view. Meanwhile, the innocent child at the center of this chaos remains clueless. It's high time the adults stop feuding and face the truth for the child's sake.
Mr. Carbajal, you are not
Thank you.
Noah's
Thank
father.
you, Your Honor.
Case 3, we're in court today, where Miss Ramlis is pointing fingers at Mr. Seymour, claiming he's the dad of her child. Yet, she admits to stepping out with Mr. Covington during her long-term relationship. Timing aside, infidelity doesn't become less messy because it's off by a week.
First, everything was going really well. I was going to school, going to work, and he was like my financial and like spiritual guidance I needed in life. And it was just sex behind the dumpster.
Mr. Seymour once served as her emotional anchor and wallet until he swapped Bible verses for pole dancers and alleyway adventures. Rumors fueled her doubts, but let's be real, his behavior didn't exactly scream loyalty either.
We were on our break. I decided to see other people. I cheated on him basically out of spite. I was like, okay, he's doing him, so I'm gonna do me. And I had a mutual friend I'd been talking to for like 3 months.
Miss Ramlas wasn't okay with the strip club phase, so she hit pause on their relationship. But during that pause, she still linked up with him while also seeing someone new. So was it a break or a juggling act?
Then what happens, Mr. Seymour?
I proposed to her with my mom's ring, and she still go out here.
You proposed to her with your mother's ring?
Yes, ma'am. She still go out here and betray me.
Am I correct?
Yes, Sean.
Revenge was apparently on the menu. According to Mr. Seymour, she wore his mother's ring while sneaking around with someone else. Symbolism aside, it paints a picture of intentions far from pure.
Okay, I had sex with DJ and I had sex with Jeremy. Jeremy might be the father. I'm 100% for sure Jeremy's the father. But then again, I had sex with DJ. Look at it like, hey.
He gave her the ring, claiming it was a proposal. She says it was just a promise. Either way, when betrayal is wearing family jewelry, it cuts a little deeper than usual, doesn't it?
That said I had sex with a stripper behind the dumpster told me that.
I told him myself.
Oh, wait a minute. The same person that told you he had sex behind the dumpster told.
Despite claiming to have a conscience, Miss Ramlis still managed to sleep with 2 men in close proximity. And now, she's trying to figure out which one is the father. Mr. Seymour isn't guessing he's certain she's straight.
Argument, and I had got mad, and I was like, you know what? Well, let me just put it out there that it might be a possibility somebody else's father. As far as that, he's been there through this pregnancy. He's went to more than 3. Doctor him look crazy because I don't want to drive.
The same mutual friend who fed Miss Ramlis the gossip is also whispering in Mr. Seymour's ear. Oh, and somehow, she had the other guy signed a child's birth certificate. That feels less like confusion and more like a calculated move.
She's a manipulator. She's a liar.
No, I'm not. I did not manipulate you.
So hold on. I brought Mr. Covington in here because I want to understand his side.
Yeah. See, basically, she just family, my brothers and nephews. So she feel like I'm the guy for her to be this child.
Boldly, Miss Ramlis declared Mr. Seymour the dad partially because he was present for appointments, not because she was sure. Her pattern of decisions seems more impulsive than thoughtful.
Mr. Seymour, you are not the father. Mr. Covington, you are not the father.
Seriously?
Then there's Mr. Cullington, the reliable one. He seemed convinced he was the father, perhaps. Too convinced. Miss Ramlis may have seen his stability and mistaken it for a safety net.
That has to be somewhat wrong, though. I'm not even.
Somewhat wrong.
Yes,
all
it
the
has
way
to
wrong.
be wrong.
What? 2 years?
Let me tell you something. Men lie.
Case 4, Mr. Harris came to court with his mind made up he's not signing anything. Miss Campbells, however, is fired up and ready to prove he's the father of her 15-month-old boy. Sparks are about to fly as both sides hold firm.
Mr. Harris, I made him my man crush Monday. He's a good guy, hardworking, good father. We messaged back and forth on Facebook for a while. After that, we exchanged numbers, and after that, we started hanging out, getting up, and...
Do you remember finding out Miss Caples was pregnant?
Things get murky when Miss Campbells insists they went to the same high school, yet Mr. Harris claims he's never seen her in a school hallway. Could this be a case of mistaken igenitor selective memory?
He told me about the situation and was like, I was talking to some girl. I may have a possible baby with her, whatever. So and one day we're out with the kids bowling and she wrote him in, oh, that B and this and that. Basically was always her writing every blue moon about me.
Miss Capples says she's not jealous, yet she seems deeply invested in Mr. Harris's current relationship. From texting his girlfriend to journaling her every move, it's hard not to notice the obsession while she's carrying another man's baby.
We're talking around September, Mr. Harris. Anyways, like I said, all the way up until the beginning of May. If you go back 9 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the window of conception where my son was born, and this is within the time frame that I was still intimate with Mr. Harris.
And this is the information
you have to hand it to. Her Miss Capples came with a full-on calendar, color-coded and everything. She's here to match dates and make claims, and she's betting the DNA results will prove her point.
He did not tell me that he was dealing with other women while me and him were talking. So I did not know that he was playing
and text other women back.
I went through your phone. I didn't. Yes, I did.
Salty.
Cut me off.
Yeah, that's the time y'all stopped talking.
Girl, and you were there when he was.
He don't even know your real name.
You were.
Meanwhile, Mr. Harris's girlfriend shows up ready to defend her relationship. She's had enough of online drama and questionable paternity accusations. To her, Ms. Capples is nothing more than a troublemaker with history.
Her best friend, she told me that the kid is not mine. On social media, I was getting messages over people she knows, people her friends.
You said she told you the child was not yours.
She told me not too long ago that she did have sex with one guy.
After the fact.
No, after
she
Then enters the wild card, a friend of Miss Capple, who dropped a bombshell that she was seeing another man. Miss Capples brushes it off it only happened once, and after the baby was conceived. Still, that's a twist no one saw coming.
Was pregnant and that it was only one time? Okay, she did not know she was pregnant. Fair enough? Hell no.
Interestingly, both parties agree the baby doesn't resemble Mr. Harris. He didn't sign the birth certificate, but he did buy diapers. So what's the motive here? Is this about responsibility or resentment?
She goes around saying it's another guy's baby.
When you came up to the hospital to see the baby, did you sign the birth certificate?
No, I did not.
Now, 15 months later, Miss Capples wants Mr. Harris's name on the certificate. She once blocked him out completely, and now she wants him involved. Sounds like regret just showed up fashionably late.
Come to the realization that that was you being angry. And now that's why you're here in court today, because you know that your child deserves to have mother and father listed on his birth certificate.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many times have you seen him?
Not a lot.
Yeah. She don't know that, but she, oh no, I don't want Alexis around him.
Mr. Harris claims work keeps him too busy to meet his son, but Miss Capples also doesn't want the child around his girlfriend. If she believes he's the father, then why limit his access? Custody should be shared, not shielded.
I know, since 15 months has passed and there's been no real attempt to get a DNA test, have you allowed him to be in Jason's life? Yeah. Because the baby's a year and a half now.
I did give him an opportunity, but he was always, what's the point of that?
In a dramatic twist, Ms. Capples apologizes publicly, a rare moment of humility. But the DNA test delivers the final blow, Mr. Harris isn't the father. Now she has to look elsewhere, while Judge Lake shines a light on the real truth still waiting to be found.
Harris, you are not the father.
Thank
you. You didn't sleep with no one else.
Ms.
Well, I
Caples?
would like to publicly apologize to Mr. Harris. I honestly thought that it was yours. We messed around. We were intimate a lot, and you know we were.
Case 5 Miss Miller showed up in court today with a fire in her eyes and one goal proving Mr. Rasmussen isn't her child's father. She claims just the idea of him possibly being the dad makes her stomach turn. Meanwhile, Mr. Rasmussen insists he's been there from the start and demands recognition.
She just doesn't want me to have visitation. I drive 160 miles every other weekend just to pick up my daughter and drop her off. That's about 10,000 miles. That's wear and tear on my car. She doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't have any way to bring her to me. She doesn't have any way to meet me halfway.
You say she hates you?
She hates.
So, was it his cheating that wrecked the relationship, or did things fall apart before the infidelity? That timeline seems a little foggy. Either way, Miss Miller now refuses to let in near the child, driven by anger that's been simmering for too long.
Him for being a cheater. He cheated on me through pretty much our whole relationship. No, I do not hate him because of that.
He says this is about visitation too. He loves his daughter, but you don't want him to have the visitation. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Miller holds nothing back shy. Lost all respect for Mr. Rasmussen when his loyalty cracked. Relationships are built on trust, and when that foundation crumbles, so does everything else. According to her, he never truly chose family over impulse.
I want to be in her life as much as I possibly can.
I mean, if he's driving 160 miles each way every other weekend, the money he would get in his taxes, he's spending in gas.
I'm paying my child support. I have my child support payments right here, plus an additional $3 fee, plus an additional $60 annual fee.
Even with all this bitterness, Mr. Rasmussen claims he's shown up time and again. Diapers, visits, support. But Miss Miller isn't impressed. She points to shabby clothes and emotional absence. What does she really want from him?
In this child's life.
Because I still believe that he's not hers.
Okay, and listen, that's what we're here for. I want to get down to the bottom of the truth. You don't believe he's her biological father?
Yes, Your Honor.
So explain to me why.
When she was conceived in March of 2011.
Things turn dramatic when she admits she cheated too. Eye for an eye, perhaps? But retaliation doesn't rewrite DNA. While they both strayed, only one carried the child in. Now they're here, looking for answers in court instead of a cradle.
Yes, Your Honor.
But clearly, at some point, Mr. Rasmussen either thought or was informed that he was her biological father because he is paying child support, he's still driving 160 miles each way, and she has his last name.
Yes.
Mr. Rasmussen, fill me in. At what point, clearly, at some point, Mr. Rasmussen either thought or was informed that he was her biological father because he is paying child support. He's still driving 160 miles each way.
Here's the twist: Miss Miller doesn't even deny sleeping with someone else. That's rare in paternity court. Most mothers insist on exclusivity, but she's blunt about it, dismissing Mr. Rasmussen's biological role entirely.
I was at the birth. I was at every single doctor's appointment. When Zaylee was born, you were at a doctor's appointment. I was at home because I had to work that day. I was at my job as a cashier. I got a phone call and I answered.
To be fair, this man has made sacrifices. Driving across town, showing up for appointments, even signing the birth certificate. He's done it all. If he's faking his devotion, he's doing a convincing job. So why did she cut him off?
And raise our daughter together until about 3 months after she was born. One of his friends told me everything that he was doing throughout our entire relationship, cheating on me, going to multiple places to meet multiple girls.
Miss Miller says she learned of his cheating 3 months post-birth. That betrayal, whether during or after pregnancy, reopened old wound. Now everything he does feels like penance, not parenting.
But you know deep down there's another possible father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why wait so long to tell him?
I told him the first time that we had a court date, but the courts threw it out.
Even before you tell anybody in court.
But one thing is, Clearshay kept another man a secret. That alone cast doubt on her claim. If Mr. Rasmussen is the father, will she let him back in? Or is this about more than biology?
To have Mr. Rasmussen taken off of child support?
I have told him a couple times that if he would just sign her over to me, that he wouldn't have to pay child support anymore.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give up that easy. I'm fighting for what I know is mine.
The emotional weight lands hard as the court awaits the DNA results. Mr. Rasmussen has built a bond with this child and is terrified it may not be his to keep. Whatever the outcome, hearts are on the line.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father. That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you.
Watch this shocking secret of parents on Paternity Court video. Thanks for watching till here. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos.